Indians is way more smarter. They once made a suggestion that we Chinese can never make sense of, no matter how hard we think about it. They want India to start a war with China because India would surely lose the war. They pointed to 1962 when India provoked China at the border. China pushed back and even got close to New Delhi. But we just wanted to teach them a lesson, then withdrew and returned prisoners of war and equipment to India. Anyway, that's not the main point. The point is, if India lost, Chinese people would occupy and colonize India, given China's obsession with infrastructure building. They believe the Chinese would build the same kinds of cities, bridges, tunnels, high-speed rail, fancy cars, factories, and so on in India. Oh, don't forget about the toilets. China can build that too. And what matters most is that China lifted 800 million people out of poverty over the last few decades. That would be perfect, because India now has roughly 800 million poor people. The Chinese would just copy their poverty alleviation program there. With China's current national strength, the poverty relief work would go much faster than before. In at most 20 years, all Indians would be lifted out of poverty. And India's territory is only about a third of China's and has fewer mountains. So in 20 years, India's infrastructure would be perfect, just like another China. Then Indians would unite and drive the Chinese out, and no need to worry about failing to expel them, because China would have spent so much money and resources in India for poverty alleviation and infrastructure. And China's young people would be getting older, while India has many young people to be soldiers. The Chinese couldn't beat the Indians at that time, so India would end up rich and clean. Since China couldn't beat India, India could then pull China down from its permanent seat on the UN Security Council and take that spot, which they say would be reasonable, right? Well, what can I say? I'm Chinese, and honestly, even if I lived 100 times more lives, I don't think I could be as clever as these Indians. Follow me on Eastern Perspective to see the world.